I'm in Castilla, one of the main organic wine-producing regions in Spain, returning to nature, understanding the science of the land, respecting its cycles. It's the philosophy of more and more Spanish winemakers committed to the environment.
Spain has the most organic vineyards in Europe. This journey takes me to Rueda, Ribera del Duero and Valdeorras appellations to discover how organic wines are produced. Menade is one of more than 1,000 organic wineries in Spain. This number doubled in the last decade and is continuing to grow. Richard Sanz and his brothers, sixth-generation winemakers, chose to start their own sustainable project from scratch.
We believe that the future is a return to basics. Our philosophy is to work with the natural products as much as possible and to re-engage with the chain of biodiversity that we as humankind have broken. Our mission is to restart it.
They have built a farm, an insect hotel, a pollinator garden. They learned eco-friendly practices from their forefathers.
Now we are planting seed pod vegetables that provide natural nitrogen to the soil, so there's no need to fertilize them with chemical products.
Plant-based infusions, microalgae, whey are used to prevent pests. This low-intervention approach is also present once the grape have been picked. No yeast is added to the wine.
Many sensations, equilibrium, amazing wine, tension. Our winemaking process has the objective of going back to the origin.
I'm in Ribera del Duero. Here I'm going to discover one of the most exclusive biodynamic red wines in Spain. Peter Sisek, a Danish winemaker settled in Spain decades ago, has created one of the most outstanding wines in the country. The secret, biodynamic cultivation, a holistic and sustainable approach to winemaking using only natural materials and working in harmony with lunar cycles. It's not only the tasks in the fields that are influenced by the moon.
Lunar and seasonal rhythms have a great influence on the wine. In the racking as well as in the bottling, we try to respect, as much as possible, the phases of the moon.
The cyclical approach doesn't end there. Following fermentation and pressing, the grapes are dried and used to make compost.
The most important thing is that yeasts and bacteria from this fermentation will be in the compost, and when it's taken into the vineyard, we complete a cycle between winery and vineyard.
Peter tastes his wine every day during its fermentation to create his elegant and proverbial pingus. It's one of the greatest and most exciting wines, according to the famous critic Robert Parker. On the border with the Ribeira Sacra, in a winding landscape of granite and terraces, I arrive in Valdeorras to meet Rafael Palacios, a winemaker from La Rioja. In 2004, he founded his winery in this region, attracted by its terroir and its white grape, Godello.
These are 100-year-old vines from Godello, grown in granite soils at an altitude of around 700 meters in the Bolo area, where a special microclimate is created. There are geoclimatic factors that make these wines so special.
100-year-old vines that grow on poor soils are carefully cultivated using biodynamic principles.
This so-called 500 fertilizer is basically cow manure, energized and then pulverized in the vineyards to provide energy to regenerate the soil.
The higher the altitude, the longer it takes for the grapes to ripen. Godello grapes are in full fermentation in these French oak barrels. Aromas of apple, fresh fruit and wood that will develop into phenol and minerals, embodying the characteristics of this exceptional terroir. There is still much more to discover in Spain. Keep traveling with us. Hasta luego.